It's my turn, it's my
Very good evening to you. Thank you so much for coming around. My name is Shola Ayebusi. Please confirm you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type yes in the chat box. You may want to go off video so that it won't interrupt your interrupt the quality of your reception, so to say. Yeah, so just say yes, yes, yes. I can hear you in the chat box as we start the session today. Just type yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. All right, good. So I can see a lot of people joining. Thank you so much for joining. And, in a moment, we're going to start. All right. So I'm sure you like that music. I can tell you for free that this year is your year. Okay. I know that we have a few months to go. This is July. We've got about, 5 months to go. Okay. There's a lot that can still happen. And that is why you cannot but tap into learning. Learning will make a difference in your life. Okay. And so I'm excited to have invited all of you to come enjoy this teaching this evening. It promises to be a very good one. So pay, very close attention. Okay. You're going to learn a lot. Okay. So you have to just pay close attention. The world is changing, whether we like it or not. And for those who would be able to change, as the world is changing, definitely they would do a lot of good for themselves. You cannot compare, where we are right now to what the world is. Where the world was, say 20, 30 years ago. A lot has changed, okay? And I can tell you for free, many, many, many things will continue to change. So you must be able to adapt. You must be able to align with what is happening, okay? My name is Shola Ibusi. I'm a business and tech expert. A lot of you know me already, but then in case you don't know me, that's who I am. And of course, as we move along this training, you're going to get to know more about me. So without much ado, I'm going to, start what we've got to do today. Okay. Please ensure that you mute yourself. All right. So that we can all have a wonderful time together. But let me do you a favor. I'm going to mute everyone. Okay. So that no one's background is going to affect us. Like I also mentioned, you can go off video so that it won't affect your network, so that you can hear me clearly and you can enjoy the class. Okay. Yes, I've muted everyone. So let's go. I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can jump into it. I'll share my screen just a moment. You'll be able to see my screen right now. All right. So just give me a moment and you'll be able to see my screen. There you go. Okay, good. So, of course, I want to believe that for everybody that has joined today, you know exactly why we are here, okay? You know exactly why we are here. And the reason for coming here today, I must say that kudos to you for taking time to even come, despite your busy schedule and all of that. But then the purpose for coming is to learn, isn't it? And what we're learning is something that has to do with what is very prevalent in the 21st century. I'm sure that you must have heard about artificial intelligence. And if today is your first time of hearing about it, it is not actually a crime. There's no crime to it, okay? And that's why we are here. By the way, in case you have not heard about it at all, this is an opportunity to hear about it and also to leverage it. So listen carefully to all that I'll be saying today, because it's going to, definitely shape, some of the things you continue to do from today. All right. So we've got artificial intelligence. So I'm going to break it down for you. But then we're going to narrow down on how to communicate with artificial intelligence. Make sure you stay with me till the very end of this session. Okay. So artificial intelligence exists. That's fine. It's just like having a treasure somewhere. But imagine if you have a treasure, but you don't even know how to use the treasure. One of the very important ways to use this treasure called artificial intelligence is to know how to communicate with it. And that's what we'll be doing today. Okay, I'm going to be showing you some of the ways, the different methodologies, the different approach to communicating with artificial intelligence so that you can get the very best out of it. For me, I've been using it to do all manner of stuff, as in artificial intelligence will make your life so easy. Some of the things that would take you, say, 2 days, 7 days to do in your office, in your business, artificial intelligence will do it for you in a matter of minutes. Okay. If it's a very complex thing, maybe to do it for you. If you do it step by step, probably to do it for you in 1 hour or two. Okay. And these are things that normally you would have done, with say 3 days, 1 week, and all of that. So it means that if you can tap into artificial intelligence, you'll be able to do things that others may not be able to do. It will increase your productivity. It will also increase, your value before, your employer and all of that. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how to communicate with artificial intelligence today so that you can get better results from using artificial intelligence. So definitely, I mean, we're likely to have two categories of people here today. Number one, people that have not used artificial intelligence before, or maybe, or let's say three groups of people who have not used artificial intelligence before. Number two, people who use it occasionally and they don't really know so much about it. Then number three, people who use it maybe once in a week or probably once every 2 weeks and all of that. Okay, but or there could even be people who use it every day, but they are not able to get the best out of it. This particular training is for you. Okay, so stick with me. AI is no longer the future. AI is right here now, and you have to tap into it to have a competitive advantage. Okay, people who can communicate with AI will go very fast in their life. Okay, so a lot of times when people go to any AI platform, they'll be requesting for things. Oh, what is so? What is blah 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 blah? What we want to do this evening is a little departure from that. In fact, a major departure from that. We don't just want to do the generic kind of requesting. For example, help me write my CV. That's very generic. I mean, or what is the capital of France? What is the this or what is the that? Those are very, very simple, very, very. I don't know. I don't even know the English to give to it now. It's not about requesting. It's about engineering. It's about structuring what you are asking in a way that you can get the best of answer. That's what we are here to do so that your result can 10x. You can get 10 times of the result that you normally get, and that's what we are here to do. So for AI, you are given an instruction, you are given a context, you are given a format. At the end of the day, this particular sequence will then give you the necessary result that you need to have. Okay, so AI is not just about, it's not like a search engine that you just jump on like Google, and say, oh, what is so and what is so. It's much more than that. It's like trying to use a treasure to your own advantage. And of course, the many things that AI can do, I'm going to mention it to you and all of that. So the way to communicate with AI is called prompting. Okay, I'm going to explain better about that to you. So the intelligence that AI has, how can we engineer it so that it can be for our benefit? So AI has its own brain, and his brain is really, really powerful. You also have your own brain. How can you partner together to make wonderful results, to bring about exceptional results? That is exactly why we are here today. So we look at AI, try to understand the transformative, global impact that AI is having. We look at, the difference between generative AI and agentic AI. We look at the relevance of AI, across many professions, modern professions. So it doesn't matter what profession you're doing. I can tell you for free that AI is for you. Oh yes, absolutely. Of course, maybe in the course of this training, I'm going to ask you what you do and all of that. Maybe I should even do that right now. What do you do? Okay, I need you to go to the chat box and write there. What do you do? What kind of service do you render? Or what title do you bear? Are you an accountant? I want to have an idea of the kind of profession that you do, for people who are on this call. So I'll be looking at the chat. Just tell me, what do you do? I want to know, what do you do? And I'll tell you, how AI can be relevant to what you do. It doesn't matter whether you do fashion designing, okay? It doesn't matter whether you do, you are an electronics engineer, you are a doctor, you are a nurse, it doesn't matter. In fact, you are a politician. It doesn't matter what you do. AI can definitely assist you if you know how to use it well. Okay, somebody say I do audit. Somebody say I'm a private school teacher. Somebody say I'm a tax consultant. Beautiful. Somebody says I'm into agriculture and trading. Beautiful. AI can help you do a whole lot. Somebody says I'm a teacher. I'm a businessman. Beautiful. Okay, all of those aspects, I can tell you, you can use AI to, to do one or two stuff, okay? They will master, the step-by-step methodologies that we can use to write prompts. Like I mentioned to you, writing prompt is like communicating with AI in a very efficient manner. Okay, somebody say, oh, I'm a retiree. Okay, good, good, good. There's still a lot you can do with AI. Somebody say, I'm a facility manager. Beautiful, beautiful. There's a lot you can do with AI if only you know how to use it well. So, okay, so let's move on so that we can better dive into all that we have today. So let's look at two distinct types of intelligence. Number one, human intelligence. Okay, I'm sure everybody on this call has a brain, as well. We call the gray matter, your brain. That brain, is what coordinates intelligence and all of that. But then we now have, machine intelligence. It's called artificial intelligence. So there are few differences, okay, between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. So artificial because it's also human that actually created it. But guess what? It's even getting wiser than humans these days, because all of the things that a normal human being would not be able to do, AI will do. So it's more like a leverage. Oh, yeah, it's more like a leverage. So imagine somebody trying to trek a 20-kilometer distance, all right? And somebody having a leverage of a car. The person who has a car definitely will get to, the destination in time. Okay, so yes, you have your leg, that's fine. You have your human brain, that's fine. But how about using leverage called artificial intelligence to be better? You're a photographer, oh beautiful. You are a videographer, oh beautiful. AI will help you. You're a fashion designer, I'm telling you, AI will help you. My wife is also a fashion designer, so and she uses AI like no man's business. Okay, so some of the things that normally she would have given somebody to do for her, and she would have to pay, she just uses AI to do it, and so it saves her a lot of cost, Okay, so human intelligence you learn from experience, artificial intelligence you're learning from data. Human intelligence can get tired, okay, and that's why a lot of people will lose their job. Yeah, I mean, I hope you are not shocked by that. A lot of people will lose their job. Some of the things you said you are doing, the people that have commented in the chat box, and even the people that have not commented, guess what? Some of the things you are doing right now, it's possible that AI is already doing it. So, and for you, when you resume to work, you work for 8 hours, you say you are tired, you say you want to get 1 hour break and all of that. A time of the year, you say, oh, I'm applying for leave and blah, blah, blah. In fact, you even say, oh, you have to pay my leave bonus and all of that. You can call in one day and say, yeah, I'm not going to come to office, I'm sick. Guess what? Artificial intelligence can never get sick, cannot complain of being tired. You can use it all through the day, 24/7. Okay, but you may not be able to be available for your office for 24/7. Okay, so and that's why you need to learn AI. If not, you might just be replaced. Ask Google, ask Facebook, ask IBM, ask Apple. A lot of people have been laid off in their thousands. Yeah, in their thousands, because those companies now realize that, oh, there's one artificial intelligence platform they can use and can do the job of 1,000 people. All right. So in that department, if you have about, say, 1,020 people there, and the AI platform can now do the job of 1,000. They're going to sack 1,000 people and just leave 20 people there to now manage the AI platform. So it means that those who will lose their job are the people who decide not to embrace AI. If you embrace AI, if at all they want to sack people, the fact that you know how to use AI will make them retain you. Okay, so human beings can get tired. Sorry, I mean, artificial intelligence will not get tired, can continue to work continuously. In fact, you can have an AI that reads your email for you, even while you are sleeping, reads your email for you, respond to your email on your behalf. Yeah, so it can just work for you. It can respond to your customers while you are sleeping. Oh yes, it will respond perfectly to your customers while you are sleeping. So it works continuously, whether your customer comes in the middle of the night, whether you are traveling and you don't even have access to network, it doesn't matter. The AI is doing all of those jobs for you. Okay, emotional. Somebody can be emotional, and all of that in the office. Guess what? I mean, artificial intelligence is all about logic. No emotions, emotions to stuff. Okay, your salary, I mean, your 13th salary was not paid. You could be emotional about that, but artificial intelligence does not bother. Just get me, and then I'm working. Okay, limited memory as a human being. Sometimes you forget some stuff. Blah blah blah. Artificial intelligence has a lot of memory. Okay, slow processing. For artificial intelligence, the processing is very very fast. So if you're going to say, oh, artificial intelligence, help me, construct my resume, help me write an email, help me do this, help me do that, help me create, a flyer for my business and all of that. It's going to do it, faster than any human being would ever do. Okay, for me, I don't. Yes, I'm a graphic designer, but guess what? AI made my life easier. All right. So if at all I even want to, let's even say that, oh, maybe I didn't know graphic design and I want to give a graphic design job to somebody. I've got to pay the person, isn't it? But now, I mean, I have a high. Why should I bother to pay a graphic designer? It doesn't make sense again, So, and guess what? If I give a graphic designer a job to design for me, it's going to tell me, oh, okay, give me 2 days, give me 3 days, and blah 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 blah. I mean, with AI, I would design it within, few minutes, as in few minutes. So it makes life so easy. It's so fast. I tell you, you want to, I mean, you're applying for a job and you want to write a cover letter. You want to, tweak your resume. It cannot take you 30 minutes or 20 minutes. I mean, just within few minutes, it will do it for you. If you can do whatever that you need to do, very well. For human being, you could be subjective. For artificial intelligence is data driven. No, no subjectiveness. Is data driven. Okay. So, like I mentioned, all of these things, you would find in AI as against what you find in human beings. But then the beautiful thing is that we can collaborate. Human intelligence, artificial intelligence, we can collaborate together. Okay, AI is here to stay, whether you like it or not. In fact, even different platforms now incorporate AI into what they are doing. For example, if you go even on Google, when you search for something on Google, at the top you see AI overview. Okay, that means that they're also putting AI into their search engine. Okay, so AI is here. AI is useful in every field that you can ever talk about. It's a leverage. It's a competitive advantage that you can get for yourself. Okay, instead of just folding your hands and say, "Hey, it looks like this thing looks like witchcraft." No, it's not witchcraft. It's a leverage in the 21st century, and you better, maximize it before you are lost, so to say. Okay, so for AI, I wouldn't want to bore you with some technical stuff. Okay, so there's what we call the machine learning. So it's like you are training a model to understand some things. For example, there's a particular AI platform that would translate. I mean, should I not even translate now? Will convert an English video to a Yoruba video, to a Spanish video, to to an Igbo video with the same image, with the same person that is talking. You know what happened? That model was trained to understand Yoruba, to understand Spanish, to understand whatever language. All right. So it learns from data. And that's why, I mean, like I mentioned to you, some people will say it's witchcraft. No, it's not witchcraft. The model has been trained, in that particular line, and that's why it can deliver. All right. So we have different sections of, machine learning, deep learning, cognitive AI, applied AI. Then you can break cognitive AI into natural language processing, computer vision, speech recognition. AI can actually recognize speech. So if you want to create a particular video, for example, and you want the way you talk to be what you will see in that video, in that audio and whatever. I mean, it will be done for you. So AI can actually study your voice and use it to produce videos that you never even did, or audio that you never did by yourself naturally. All right. So AI is learning so much and is doing so much. Then we have the area of robotics, intelligent machines doing some stuff. There's some, restaurant, now that uses, robots to serve. The robots will just move and then just deliver the food at your table and all of that. We also have robotics being used in medical practice now for operations and all of that. So it's also here, okay, and all of that. Expert systems also exist, where you have AI automation and all of that. Okay, so let's look at some of the various ways you can use AI. You can use AI for learning. I'm telling you, if there's anything you want to learn, AI can help you learn it. You can use AI for reasoning. You see, you can, and that's why I say don't use AI for just asking random questions. You can use AI to reason. You can say, you know what, I want to start. In fact, I relate with AI as if I'm talking to a fellow human being. Sometimes I even speak pidgin. I say, how you day and all of that, and it responds. It will respond in pidgin. No matter the language you give to it, it will respond in that language. Okay, and then you reason. You say, you know what, I want to become a data analyst. I need you to advise me how I can go about that. I need you to tell me step by step, what I need to do. Or probably I'm doing a data analysis course and I've been having trouble meeting up, going to class and all of that. What do you think I can do to be able to meet up? It will reason for you. Oh yeah, it will reason for you. I'm telling you, AI will reason for you. Begin to ask you some questions, and then at the end of the day, you'll be able to find, your path in terms of your thought and your reasoning. Okay, how about decision making? Okay, you can say, oh, I have so options, and these are the available options for me. Da 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 da. Based on blah blah blah. What do you think I should go for? It will give you decision. It will give you, it will advise you, it will tell you, okay, you want to do cake making business, all right, and you also have the skill of so. Okay, so based on what you have told me and based on what I've seen concerning your antecedents and all of that, I will advise that you go for this. Okay, you know what, hey, hi, I want to start a business. What do you think I should do first? Do I need to create a business plan? Da, 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 da. It will help you make a proper decision on how to start your business in a good way. I'm telling you. Okay, you are experiencing some stuff from, your business and you are confused. Okay, well, you may not have the money to go pay a consultant now, but I can tell you, hey, I can be your consultant. Yeah, if only you can tell it. It's just like a doctor. When you go to the doctor and you tell the doctor, "Oh, I'm suffering from this," then the doctor will say, "Okay, based on so, it looks like you have headache. It looks like you have, stomach ache. It looks like you have, ulcer. All right, let's do one or two tests, and we'll now confirm." All of those things AI would do and that's why I'm saying you should not use AI as just a search engine where you just say, okay, yeah, tell me the capital of France. Tell me the no. It's that one is too shallow. you can do a lot with AI. You can use it for pattern recognition. You can use it for language understanding. You can use it for creativity. You can design with it. You can do all manner of stuff. You can do it for problem solving. You have a problem, whether mathematical problem, whether English problem, whether grammar, yeah, grammatical problem, language problem, any kind of problem, business problem, just go to AI and give it the necessary, speak to it, communicate with it. It will be able to give you, a lot of, problem solving stuff. Okay. How about prediction? It can predict for you as to, you can say, oh, so is happening in my business. Okay. Based on this data, what do you think will happen to my business in the next 2 years? Based on so parameters, it will explain all of those things for you. Okay, and that's why you must maximize it. It's a very sweet thing to maximize. Like it looks like Mr. Adegunloye is raising his hand. Is there something you want to talk to us about? Put it in the chat box so that I can read it. Okay. All right. As soon as you post it, I will read it and then I'll be able to answer you. Okay. So AI enables machines to think, learn, and assist you. All right. You want anything you want to do at all, it will help you, to do it. Okay. Let's look at the 5 catalysts driving rapid global growth. All right. We have explosion of data. So data is a new oil. Data has been generated everywhere now. Okay, in business, in government. So data. You have proliferation of data. All right. Then you have faster computers. Yeah, in those days, before you would see a computer, a computer is usually one big stuff, and sometimes it's very slow. For a computer to boot, you might spend minutes and 30 minutes there. But now we have very fast computers. Okay, very fast computers. We have cloud computing, we have better algorithms, we have increased business demand, and so all of these things is helping AI to be adopted. A lot of businesses are adopting AI. A lot of human beings are adopting AI. If you are not using it, sorry, you are not doing good for yourself. Okay. So, and look at it. There's an evolution to all of this. So many years ago, we had the industrial revolution. Okay, where people will say, okay, you know what, we have industries, let's go and work in industries and all of that. There was no internet, so the whole world was so local. Let me put it that way in quotes. The whole world was so local. In fact, the best form of communication was the telephone. And it was not accessible to everybody. All right. So that was the industrial revolution time, where people would now say, I want to study medicine. Yeah, so sorry, I think I lost you for a moment. So let me share my screen again. It's the network. So you're gonna see my screen again now. Okay, good. So a lot of people started getting jobs, okay, in companies and all of that, doctors, lawyers, accountants, and all of that. But something changed as soon as the internet came. Yeah, something changed as soon as the internet came. The world, the wall, okay, when it comes to communication was shattered. So you can be in Africa, you can be talking to somebody in the US, you can be in the US, you can be talking to somebody in Europe. The internet connected everybody. That was one of the biggest miracle of this millennium. Okay, of the last millennium. Okay, yeah, of the last millennium. So because we are in a new millennium now. All right. So, but this millennium, guess what? Artificial intelligence is the biggest miracle. Is the biggest thing that has ever happened in this particular, in this particular millennium, and of course in this decade, in this century. I'm telling you, from the 2000 downwards. All right. So you have artificial intelligence now increasing, doing a lot. Artificial intelligence can compose song for you, in case you don't know. So for some of you that are in music, you know, I mean, for example, go to Suno, Suno. Okay, it will sing your song for you. Just type in your lyrics there. You could even use the example of your national anthem. Depending on the country you are right now, probably the national anthem of UK, the national anthem of Portugal, the national anthem of Nigeria, the national anthem of Tanzania. Just copy it and give it to Suno. Is going to sing it for you in any way you want it to sing it, whether in reggae, whether in hip hop or whatever. That is AI for you. Okay, so a lot is doing. You can create a video that you never, shot. That is AI for you. Okay, you can create a podcast that you never did. That is AI for you. So AI is changing the way we do things all over the world right now. Okay, let me look at the chat and see what yes, Suno is an app, so you can always download it on your Google Play Store or iOS. Okay. Uh, okay, good. Yeah. So, Mr. Austin says, I made a song for my wife using AI. She was stunned. Yeah, that's it. AI has the capability to do so much, as in so much. Okay. So, artificial intelligence is changing thinking, itself. The way we think now is getting different. All right. So, because we are now being empowered by AI, and that's why you cannot be left behind. Okay, right now, even as a doctor, the industrial revolution thing, gave us, medicine, gave us, law, gave us, and all of that. I mean, those are good, and that's why many of our children will do better than us. You know why? They are not bogged down by the effect of the industrial revolution era, the era where the only course that you have available is medicine. I want to be a lawyer, I want to be an accountant, I want to be an engineer. Things have changed now. There are so many careers that are far ahead of those ones now. Yeah, and that's because AI is here. AI is here. AI is changing, it's bringing up a lot of careers that ordinarily never existed in the days of our fathers. All right. And so, one of the good things you can do for yourself, and of course, even for your children, is to ensure that you would expose them to the benefit of AI in time. Oh, yes. A lot of them will become AI engineers. A lot of them will become machine learning engineers. A lot of them will become AI automation engineers. Those things, I'm sure some of you might not even have heard about it before. These are new careers. I'm telling you, these are new careers. You can host, a YouTube channel where your face, as in your real face, is not actually there. All right, your AI face is what is there. By that I mean you don't actually have a studio, you don't have any light, you don't have any camera, you don't have any whatever. It is just your face. You surrendered your face to an AI platform, created an avatar for you, and that avatar is what is being used to do all of your videos. So it means that you will never have to sit down anywhere to say, oh, I want to record. That's what is happening right now in the 21st century. Many years ago, you just have to record. You don't have any option. But you can have a podcast right now that is fully done without you recording with any camera, with any whatever, and it will be done for you. Okay. So a lot of things is changing. I can tell you that for free. Okay. And that's why you've got to make sure you are not left behind. Okay. A lot is happening. And increasingly, a lot of people are getting to use AI to do a lot of stuff. One of the area of AI usage is called AI automation. To respond to email, to ask for payment. So, for example, maybe you have a company whereby you have customers that are about 1,000. Okay, and you want to be reminding them, say every month. Maybe they subscribe to a monthly package with you, and you want to be reminding them, okay, every month. 1,000 customers, 10,000 customers. How do you want to be doing that? You'll be stressed out. you know you try, even if you put it in an Excel sheet and you're trying to monitor it, you may not be able to monitor it effectively. But if you use AI automation will know the date the fee of that person, of that customer, is due, and will send the email even while you are sleeping. Yeah, even while you are sleeping, it will send the email to the customer to say, oh, your payment is now due today, and all of that, and all of that. And then even give them the link to click to pay the money. So it means that you may just wake up only to see money in your account, because the AI automation that you have set up has sent an email to your customer to remind them of their money that they're supposed to pay. And they've made the payment, and you wake up only for you to see the money. It makes life so easy for you, It makes life so easy for you. Okay, so let's look at these two categories of AI usage. We have the generative AI. So you can use AI to create content. So you can imagine having a business and you have to create content every day. Guess what? AI can create the content for you. You don't have to rack your head. Oh, yes. You don't have to be thinking, okay, so what should I write now? Oh, okay, how do I go about it? Oh, so how do I create the logo? How do I create the flyer? Will go with the text. How do I even write what I will send or post on Facebook or Instagram or blah 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 blah? AI will do everything for you. It will help you to create wonderful content. Okay, let me check the chat box again. I think Mr. Spencer is also raising his hand. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Looks like some people in the group are asking for the link. Let me do that right now. Thank you so much, Mr. Spencer, for that. Thank you so much. So I'm doing that right now. I'm doing that right now. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. So, I mean, you run a business, you want to create content and all of that, AI will do it for you. You don't have to bother your head. You don't have to. In fact, you can even create the content you will use for the next 60 days. It will do it for you. Okay, so it will help you to maximize your time. So the time you're supposed to use to sit down and be racking your head. Oh, so what will I do now? What will I post now? It's all done for you already. Okay, so generative AI will respond to prompts, is reactive, single interaction, limited autonomy, and so you find a lot of platforms. Okay, a lot of platforms like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot that you can use to do all of those things for writing, for generating images, for writing code. Now, look at it. Many years ago, if you had to write a code, if you want to be a programmer, you have to go and learn. And for you to learn, you must at least spare 1 year to learn properly. In fact, that 1 year, you might not even, depend on how you can learn fast, okay? But guess what? ChatGPT can write code for you right now. In fact, even okay, some people are joining the call on the WhatsApp. Please join on Zoom, okay? I pasted the link on the group. Please join on Zoom, all right? Please join on Zoom. I pasted the link on the group, okay? Join on Zoom. All right. So if you are to write code now, even as a programmer, when you write some code, your code can have a bug. That is, your code will say, it's not correct. There's an error. But guess what? You can use AI to correct your code. So the code that you have written that has a bug, just copy it and take it to AI. Okay, and say, hey, look at this. Look at this code. Look at this code for me. Sorry, the people on WhatsApp, join on Zoom. Okay, join on Zoom. The people on WhatsApp, please join on Zoom so that I can end the call there. Thank you. All right. So, if your code has a bug. You're a human being. You could make mistake. So, and you are racking your head. What did I do? Which syntax, did I mess up with? And then this code is just messed up and it's not giving me what I want. All right. No problem. Don't stress yourself. Just copy the code, take it to AI and say, you know what? Look at this code for me. Tell me where there's a bug here and tell me what to do. In fact, help me write it properly, and it's going to write it for you. You don't have to bother your head. So it means that even programming has been made easy. Oh yeah, it has been made so easy. You don't have to kill yourself about some things. You can use AI to generate reports. Okay, you're given an assignment to write a report, an assignment or a presentation. Come on, use AI to do it. And all of that. So for agentic is a little higher. Agentic is a little higher. Like I mentioned to you, you can have an AI agent that will look into your emails for you, okay, and know the ones that are important and pick them for you, all right, and send you an email to say, you know what, this email, you have to respond to it immediately. It's so important. It's so urgent. In fact, you can have an AI agent that will respond on your behalf. Oh yeah, will respond on your behalf. As a matter of fact, there are agentic AI that will join meetings on your behalf. In fact, can join this Zoom meeting and listen to all that we are talking about, and then come and report to you everything we discussed. Can you imagine that? So it means that there are some meetings you may not be able to meet up with, but your AI can join on your behalf. I'm telling you, your AI will join on your behalf, and then everything that was discussed, everything it would table everything to you, summarize everything to you, and all of that. Okay, so it means that even as a CEO, maybe you're supposed to be somewhere with your people, and you are not available for that meeting. All right, probably you're in transit and everything, but you want to know everything that transpired. Just ask your AI agent to join for you, and you will join and will listen. We'll even record everything for you, record the conversation for you, and also do a summary. Write you an email to say this and this and this and these are the things that happened. So person suggested so, and you may not have all the time to listen to all the video. Maybe the meeting was about 3 hours. You may not have all the time. You're a CEO, you're a big man. So, but the AI agent will summarize everything for you, tell you the resolutions and everything, the aspect that has to do with you. It will even tell you if any task was allotted to you. It will even tell you. So it makes your life so easy. I tell you, it makes your life so easy. Workflow automation, like I mentioned to you. You want to automate your business. You want to automate your payment. You want to automate, your processes. You need you need an AI agent to do that for you while you are sleeping. Is doing it for you. Okay. Some of you, your email is full. An AI agent can clear your inbox for you. Okay, automated. And all of that. You can have a customer service agent. Your AI now becomes your customer service officer. So instead of you to employ a customer service person that will be answering questions, answering calls, AI can do it for you. AI can place calls for you. AI can receive call on your behalf. AI can answer emails for your customer on your behalf, and all of that. That is AI for you. It makes life so easy. So it's not just about answering questions. It's just about just asking a random question. It's about helping you to get better life. That is a lot easier, so to say. All right. So I think I explained this already. Generative AI, agentic AI, and all of that. But let's go now into prompting now. So usually it is called prompt engineering. All right, prompt engineering. But I don't want to blow so much grammar, so I'm just going to call it prompting. Or probably call it prompt architecture and all of that. I want to make sure that I'm not using big grammar. All right. So let's look at prompting. Okay. I mentioned to you earlier that prompting is all about talking to AI. What you give to AI is what it will give back to you. So imagine a situation. Let me give you a scenario. Imagine a situation. You tell your child, your daughter, or your son, you know what? Go into the room, bring the clothes on the bed. Now, if your son or your daughter comes back and gives you the wrong clothes, maybe what you had in mind was the yellow clothes on the bed, but he or she brought the red clothes. All right. Well, you may be hungry, but really, are you supposed to be hungry? Is it supposed to be blamed, or is she supposed to be blamed? No, not at all, because you were not specific enough. You did not communicate well your intention. So it is garbage in, garbage out. All right. So, and that's what prompting is all about. Prompt is simply the instruction you give AI. Okay, AI, look at my email for me, and then anybody that has booked an appointment with me, make sure you tell me 1 hour before the meeting, and tell me what the person wants to discuss with me before the meeting. All right, give me a summary and all of that. So every day, make sure you tell me the people that I have to meet with, that are booked, to meet with me. So every morning, you just get that email to say, so person and so person are booked to meet you at so time and so time. So you know already the people you'll be meeting. So if you don't give that instruction, even if you have the AI agent, it's going to be useless. So AI can be so useless to some people just because they don't know how to give the right instruction. Okay, so it's more like you doing programming, but this time around, the programming you are doing is in your natural language. And that's why when you jump on any AI platform, talk to it as if you are talking to a fellow human being. I mean, I told you the other time that sometimes I even say, hey, how you day? How are you? Da, 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 da. I mean, I just want to create that semblance. I want the tone to be done. I mean, to be crafted in such a way that my intention is met. And I'm really, really discussing in such a way that the information I'm giving AI is going to process it well and it's going to give me whatever that I'm looking for. All right. So I'll make sure I create familiarity. I create a lot of familiarity. Okay. So let's okay, the exact same AI model can produce poor, average, or outstanding results. It all depends on how you can use it. Now, the way I use AI now, because I'm proficient, I'm very good at it, the same tool can be given to someone else and he may not be able to do so much with it. I'm telling you. That's what it is. So we can both have the tool, but you may not be able to use it as much as I can use it because I understand how to use it. So how do you know how to use it? It's by prompting. It's by prompting, and that's why I've decided to teach you prompting today. You've got to take a note of that, right? So a lot of people, what they get from this AI stuff a lot of time is just 1% of the potentials. 1%. Some people say, oh, I want to do my CV with AI, and they don't know how to do it well. At the end of the day, that CV will still be rubbish. Oh, I want to write an essay. I want to write a letter. I want to write a proposal. Da 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 da. If you don't know how to prompt, what you will get at the end of the day will just be 1%. It's just like having a treasure and you are using 1% of the treasure. So if you must get 99, the remaining 99, you have to be structural. You have to be well organized in the way you talk to AI. You have to really, really do that if you want to get maximum, benefit from AI. Okay. So prompting is not just Googling. Some people just go on Google and start typing some stuff. No. And that attitude, they brought also to ChatGPT, they brought also to Claude, they brought also to Gemini and all of that. No, it's not just about Googling something. All right. So now you see 95% of people using less than 12 words when they are talking to AI. So they can just say, oh yeah, write me a poem. Write me a poem for my wife. I mean, that's too, how many words is that? Write me a poem for my wife. That's 7 words. You can't get the best. Oh, help me review my CV. I mean, help me review my CV. That's 5 words. You can't get the best from AI if you do that. A lot of people just use less than 12 words talking to AI. Okay. And so they don't get the best. They don't get the best. So when you are prompting, you are not just asking, you are building, you are providing context into your input, you are defining your goals, you are imputing, your constraint, you are also you are doing some iteration. Iteration means that AI gives you something, you say, no, I don't like what you have given to me. Oh yeah, do it better. Oh yeah, add so to it. That's iteration. You can even tell it, what I want you to do for me, make sure you export it into a Word document, into an Excel sheet. Okay, because if you don't tell it to do it that way, it might not do it that way. So you are structured. You want to be structured in the way you talk to AI to get the best. You want to create an e-flyer, maybe for your church, maybe for your business, maybe for your wife's birthday, your husband's birthday. Da 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 da. You can't just go to AI and say, create so for me for my husband's birthday, just like that. No, there's a way you talk to AI that will give you what you really, really, really want. So prompting is not typing. Okay, it is architecture. If you treat AI like a search engine, like your Google, you get generic average results. So you've got to treat it like a computational partner, like an ally, like somebody you are partnering with, you are collaborating with. Like I mentioned to you, Human intelligence can collaborate with artificial intelligence to bring up something fantastic. I'm telling you, to bring up something fantastic, because AI is a leverage, and that's what you need to do. Okay, so you don't have the mentality of a typist. Oh, let me just go to here and just type. No, you are not a typist. You are an engineer, and that's why I say it is prompt engineering. That's a course on its own, by the way. Prompt engineering. Okay, and that's a role also. Now, one funny thing again is this. I told you that so many careers that are popping up now, right now. One of the careers that are also popping up is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is a career on its own. I'm telling you, it's a career on its own. So you got to take it serious. So see yourself as an engineer that is trying to bring out the best from from AI. All right. Don't treat it like a search engine. Don't just put some few words there and just think that, oh, AI should know now. No, AI would not just know. AI would not just assume for you. All right. You've got to paint the picture. You've got to paint the scenario that you really want, and then AI can then consolidate on that and then give you something good. Don't just put in few words there and say, I hope for the best. I know that AI will do something fantastic. No, it is garbage in, garbage out. Okay, it's about thinking, about structuring, it's about collaborating, it's about building a system that will give you what you really, really, really want. So look at this. So some people say, write my resume for me, or rewrite my resume for me. That's too, come on, that's too, I don't know. So if you do that, yes, it's going to rewrite your CV for you, your resume for you, but you can't get the best. I'm telling you, you can't get the best by just writing in that short way. All right. In fact, you're using just 3 words: write my resume or rewrite my resume. Da 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 da. So you're gonna get. AI will just say, okay, let me just do what I can do, and just give you something so simple, something so not extraordinary. All right. So, but you have to give it a role. You give it context. You give it format. Don't worry, I'm going to explain that a lot better as we move on. Okay. All right. So let's look at the missing link here. The missing link most times is your prompt. Like we mentioned, the AI has massive potential. It's not like a child that has great potential, but you put him in a very bad environment. The potential would be there, but nothing happens. So AI can save you time, can reduce costs, can increase productivity, can improve customer service, but it depends on how you can use it, which has to do with the prompt that you give to it, okay, which will now produce the actionable output. All right. If you want to design anything on it, whatever you get is just about what you put in there. Okay, it's not like, oh, I expect a miracle to happen. No, whatever you put in is what you get. Okay, so let's look at an example here. The novice approach. Write a marketing email about our new gym schedule. Can you imagine that? That's the novice approach here. Write a marketing email about our new gym schedule. Yeah, very, very, very straightforward, right? But I mean, it can't give you so much result, it won't give you so much result. So look at an engineered approach. Act as a gym manager. Can you see that? Act. So you can make AI to act in any capacity. You can make it act as a business analyst. You can make it act as a data analyst. You can make it act as an architect. You can make it act as a system engineer. You can make it act as a product manager. So you say, act as a gym manager. Write a short, friendly, can you see now? Friendly, the tone, friendly email to staff about the new schedule. I like that this MWF cardio blast class moved from 7 a.m. to 6 a.m. Format for quick skimming. Reference the attached schedule. That is, you've attached a document that has a schedule. All right. So this is better than this write a marketing email about our new gym schedule. I mean, it will make sense. So the output of this novice approach will be low. It will ignore tone. I mean, the tone. I mean, because you didn't tell it to be friendly now. So if it's not friendly, it's not the fault of AI. It will miss a lot of constraints. Don't forget that in this engineered approach, you have introduced a constraint. Make sure you reference the attached schedule. Okay, that is a constraint there. Generic formatting, it can give it to you in any way. You understand? But if you tell it, oh, format for quick skimming, you have already told the AI how to format the stuff, so it will make sense. Okay. Somebody's background is noisy there. Let me mute everyone. Right. Okay, I've muted everyone. Thank you. All right. So all right. So let me go on. So for the other one, I mean, the output will be exceptional. High specificity, perfect tone control, right? Precise constraint adherence. It will adhere to whatever you tell it to do. Okay, that's it, because you mentioned it. All right. Look at another approach. Average request. Here is my resume. Can you rewrite my resume summary? So you want to rewrite the summary in your resume. Okay, that topmost part. Okay. I mean, it will do something, but then it won't do so much. Okay. This particular request now, it lacks context. You didn't give it any context. You have not assigned any role to AI. You just want AI to be everything. No, make it act as somebody. Ignore formatting. You did not tell it the formatting you want to use. Use unpredictable fluff. That is, what you get will be fluff. Might not really make much sense. Okay, because you just told it to write anyhow. So look at this engineered prompt. Look at the role. You are a recruitment specialist. So you are making AI to think as a recruitment specialist, because you want it to write your CV in such a way that it will make sense before recruitment specialist. Because your CV is not for you, actually. It's actually for the recruiter. It's for the recruitment specialist. So you make AI to think, to assume the role of a recruitment specialist. Okay? You are a recruitment specialist. I have 10 years of experience in IT, and I'm transitioning to project management. That is the context now. Look at that. That's the context. The context is that you want to transition. So you are making it to know that one, so that you can consider that in writing whatever I want to write for you. Then the action. Rewrite my resume summary to highlight project management leadership. Look at that. Because if you send your resume to a recruiter or a recruitment specialist, and they read your summary, don't forget, your summary is what they read even before reading your experience, reading your academic qualification, reading all of those whatever. They will read your summary first. So if in your summary they cannot see anything that has to do with project management, sorry, they're not going to call you. That's it. So your summary must highlight project management, because you are transitioning to project management. If your summary is just about, oh, I'm an IT person, sorry. And that's why a lot of people, their CV is not giving them jobs. They are not called back because their CV is not doing a good job. It's not doing a good job. Okay, so rewrite my resume summary to highlight project management leadership. Give the output in 4 bullet points using keywords. Can you imagine that? That's the format. Make it concise. That means that you shouldn't make it a storybook. Make it concise. In fact, you can even add the number of sentences you want. You can say not more than 3 lines, not more than 4 lines. Okay. Adding metrics for quantification. So in the project management that you're talking about now, you must add metrics. You must say, oh, I've worked on 10 projects since I transitioned into project management. I've been able to successfully do blah 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 blah. There must be metrics, and that's what recruitment specialists want to see in your summary. All right. So the diagnosis very precise, constrained. Is not everywhere. It's constrained to a particular whatever. Guaranteed highly relevant output. Definitely. Look at another one. Vague prompt. Write a Cloudflare apology email for an outage. Now, this has to do with cybersecurity. Okay, so Cloudflare is, is that, system that is used for security, okay, for online stuff. So imagine you are, you have a company and then you render Cloudflare services to people and all of that, and you want to send an email. So you now say, oh, write a Cloudflare apology email for an outage. Maybe there was an outage and all of that. So it's too narrow. It's too, it won't give you what you want. Okay. So it is low AI guesses, severe, okay, some people are still on the WhatsApp call. Please join on Zoom. That's where we are. Okay. That's where we are. Join on Zoom. And I think some people are still joining on the group. Let me forward the link again. All right. So now let's look at the engineered prompt. A better prompt now. Okay, a better prompt. Let's look at that. Act as a senior site reliability engineer. The person who is in charge. Okay, act as that and write, an incident report for an outage. Can you see that? Keep it under 200 words, not stories. Okay. Tone must be radically transparent. You're not trying to hide anything. Transparent, anxious. That is, you are anxious to make sure that the Cloudflare services returns back. Okay, because some people will be suffering. Some people's website and all of that and services, even banks, will suffer because of this. Anxious and devoid of corporate fluff. Corporate fluff, like trying to just lie or something like that. Okay, or trying to just psych the people. No corporate fluff. Okay, so this will produce a good result. Why? Because you engineered your prompt very carefully, very well. This is what prompting is all about. So a prompt is not just a question, it's a call to action. It's a structured way of doing your communication with AI so that you can get an effective result at the end of the day. Okay. Okay, the Zoom ID disconnecting me. Zoom just disconnected me. How can we? Okay, all right. Yeah, it's network. Just if you go out, just ensure that you come back again. All right. So if you want to get a perfect output, you must be ready to use the right prompt. Okay. So, write me an article. That's going to give you something so. It's not going to be effective. But if you say write a 1,500 word article for CEOs explaining AI adoption using practical business examples, current trends, case studies, actionable recommendations, and a professional tone. The article that AI will give you will be so superb compared to just say, oh, write me an article on AI adoption. Just like that. It's not going to give you something great. I'm telling you. Okay. So you get high quality, ready to use assets, and the benefit of that, benefit of good prompting is what? Higher quality of what you get. Even if it's an e-flyer, if it's any design at all, if it's anything at all, any article or any proposal you want to write, if you give good prompting, you get higher quality, you get faster responses, you get less editing. Yeah, because the article was good. In fact, it's even better than what you would ever write, even if you sit down to write it. So there will be less things to edit. Better decision making, competitive advantage. These are some of the things you will get. So 80. Let's look at the 80% rule of prompting. All right, never hit the enter button without these elements. Okay, these elements are very, very important, and these elements, I'm going to take it from should I say simple to advanced. Okay, this is simple: instruction, context, constraint. This is 3 levels now. Of course, I'm going to show you level 4. I'm going to show you level 5. I'm going to show you level 6. I'm going to show you level 8. So it depends on the one you use. Okay, if you use this level 3 now, of course you get a good result compared to when you just ask random question. Of course, when you progress to level 4, level 5, level 6, or level 8, of course you're going to get very fantastic result. So, but at least no matter how bad, make sure you have your instruction. Make sure you have your context. Make sure you have your constraints. So, for example, you've got to be direct and specific. Start with a verb. So a bad one will be write about ChatGPT tips. I mean, that does not make sense. A good one will be write a Twitter thread. Can you imagine? Now you are telling it that what you want to use it for is for Twitter, not Instagram, not WhatsApp, not whatever. You are specific. I want to use this thing for Twitter. So it's going to write it in a way that it will fit into Twitter. Oh yeah. I mean, Twitter has some number of words that you can use, isn't it? So it's not going to write long stories as if you want to post on Facebook. So write a Twitter thread outlining 5 lessons from using ChatGPT. That's a good one. Now, the context. The rule is, who is this for? What is the background? So you need to mention the people that you're trying to address. Okay, you're not addressing everybody now. You're addressing some people. So you can say solo entrepreneurs trying to use AI practically. So you can join it together. You can say, write a Twitter thread outlining 5 lessons from using ChatGPT for solo entrepreneurs trying to use AI practically. Now you can add a constraint to it. So because you don't want AI to go, to go south or go east and west unnecessarily. You have to give it some guardrails. So you say, this is the boundary. Make it non-technical. Don't be speaking big vocabulary that people will not understand. It should be simple enough. Avoid hype buzzwords. No hashtag. That is the constraint. That is the fence you are putting across your prompt. So you can join it together now and say, write a Twitter thread outlining 5 lessons from using ChatGPT for solo entrepreneurs trying to use AI practically. Make it non-technical. Avoid hype buzzwords. No hashtag. Beautiful. And then you can click send. You can click enter. If you have not done these 3, at least these basic 3, please don't hit enter. If not, the result you're going to get will not be too good. So let's look at some methodologies. And you will find it very interesting. Some methodologies. Now let's look at the 10 iteration loop. Okay, 10 iteration loop. So number 1, your input. Provide your initial prompt draft. So something that you have drafted as a prompt, give it to give it to ChatGPT. Now you want to use the brain of ChatGPT to help your own brain. Now listen to this. Now tell ChatGPT and say, you know what? Look at this prompt for me critically. Rate this prompt for me between 1 to 10. Can you imagine that? And you are just trying to be smart. You don't know prompt engineering. You are not too good, but you still want to get something good. Make sure you use this method. Write something, just write anything, at least you can come up with. Okay, draft it and give it to AI and say, you know what? Look at this prompt for me critically. I want to design so. I want to design an e-flyer. I want to design a birthday, whatever, for my wife or whatever. I want to, create a proposal. And this is my prompt. But please help me to look at it and rate it from the scale of 1 to 10. Tell me my score. Now, AI will then score you. Now, if, for example, your score is 4 or 5, that means your prompt is not too good. Okay, so you will now tell AI, and say, okay, thank you, at least, for telling me my score. Okay, so you can now tell AI and say, you know what specific information or context will make this prompt to be 10 over 10, to be excellent. So AI will now tell you that, oh, you know what? You did not include this. You did not include that. You are supposed to, say this and say that. Aha. You now say, okay, thank you for saying that. You know what now, AI? Based on what you have just told me, help me to rewrite this prompt. You have to be a sadiq. You have to be so smart. You have to be so smart. So help me, since you have told me defects, you have told me, what is wrong. Okay, help me to rewrite it. Maybe you are the one that knows so much. No wahala. You have told me how bad it is or how good it is. Now, even if it is 9 or even if it is 8, that AI gave you as a score, tell it that, what will make this thing to be 10 over 10? and then now rewrite that prompt for me. You'll be shocked how AI would do it for you. You'll be so shocked. It will give you something so detailed. You'll be so shocked. I mean, I pray that we'll have a little time. I'm going to do one or two things for you tonight. You'll be so shocked what will happen, with what AI will bring out for you. So it will redraft the prompt for you and give you something that is perfect. I'm telling you. All right, let's go to the next one because of our time. Okay. The inquiry protocol. Let's use the inquiry protocol as second methodology now. Okay. Now, in this particular aspect, you want to force AI to gather its own context. Now, you start with the outcome, then pause. So you can say, oh, I want to do so. All right. But before you do so, ask me questions, because sometimes you may not want to, you don't know what to really type. Okay. I want to take my business to, I want my business to start earning £5,000 per month. Okay, that's my goal. So I don't really know how to go about this. Okay, I need to give me a step-by-step approach to doing this. But before you do that, ask me some questions. Can you imagine that? Now you want to use AI to generate context. So AI will start asking you questions that, okay, you know what? So what services do you even render? Okay, what products do you sell? Oh, what da 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 da. And you are providing the context. You're providing the context. You're providing the context. As you're providing the context, he's trying to build up his brain. And by the time he will now generate a proposal for you, oh, that proposal will be so. I mean, I feel like saying so bad. I mean, and that bad means so great. Because now you've been able to chat with each other and you'll be able to provide the necessary context that would help AI to give you something sweet. You know why it works. It reveals the structural blind spot in your initial context. So maybe the context you gave before, was not too full, but because of the questions that AI has, I've asked you, you have now provided more information, and then it will force you to provide the exact data the neural network needs to synthesize perfection. So when you provide all of those contexts, I'm telling you, if you now tell it to go ahead and generate a prompt for you to create that proposal, the prompt will be terrible, will be terribly good. You understand? Or you tell it, okay, based on all of these contents, create the e-flyer, create the this, create the that, create the proposal. You'll be shocked what it will produce for you. I'm telling you, you'll be shocked. Okay. Let's look at the third methodology, the LLM arena. Okay, so you can actually use an app, okay, a voice to text app, to you just speak to it. So for example, you can take just go on Google Play Store and get any voice to text app. You speak to the app and the app will turn it to text for you. Now copy that text. Maybe you just feel like just feel lazy, all right, you don't want to type, so you just use your voice on that app. That app turns it to text. Copy that text and take it to ChatGPT and say, structure this my raw dictation into a formal prompt. Okay, yeah, this thing that I've talked about, maybe you're just ranting that, oh, you know what, it's been 20 years that my wife and I have been married. I really want to surprise her with a beautiful flyer with a beautiful da 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 da. In my office they asked me to to create a proposal. I've been racking my head as to how to do it. Just be ranting like that. Just say your mind. Okay, and then copy that rant. Copy it to ChatGPT and say, you know what, all this rant, help me structure it to a prompt for what I want to achieve, for this proposal that I want to write. Okay, now when it gives you the prompt, you know what, take it to take that prompt from ChatGPT, take it to Claude. Claude is another AI platform. Take it to Claude and say, you know what, Mr. ChatGPT said so, give me this prompt. I feel like this prompt is not too good. Help me do it better. Now you're trying to combine, two heads are better than one, isn't it? So you're trying to look at what ChatGPT cannot do. I feel like say what ChatGPT cannot do does not exist, but that's not true anyway. So there's a lot that ChatGPT may not be able to do. So, what ChatGPT could not do, you take the prompt, and the prompt could be so wonderful, but don't rest because you want to get the best. So take it and take it to Claude and say, Claude, you know what? ChatGPT gave me this prompt to, help me rewrite it in a better way. Okay. Now, what Claude gave you, you know what? You can go back to ChatGPT 2 and say, Claude gave me, open another chat and say, Claude gave me this prompt for this so that I want to do. Help me rewrite it in a better way. You will be shocked the kind of prompt you get and how it will get better by each validation. And by the time you use the very last prompt, okay, you'll be shocked with what you get. I'm telling you, that is a strategy. That is a methodology that you can deploy, so to say. Okay, so look at it. So imagine that you have a flyer. I want to teach you another methodology now. Imagine that you have a flyer, and the flyer is so beautiful that you really love it. You fell in love with it, or a particular image, maybe of a house, of a building, and maybe you're a marketing manager for a real estate company, and you want to create something like that, and you don't have, you're just selling the land, but you want people to have an idea of the kind of house they can build on that land. I mean, if you say you want to go and get an architect to do that for you, you're going to spend a lot of money. They will charge you big time. So, but if you want to create, wonderful architectural design like the one you're looking at right now, you can actually do it with AI. I mean, it's easy peasy. You know what you would do? You do reverse engineering. You say, you know what? Get a picture of a particular house or apartment or something that you saw somewhere, maybe in Texas, maybe in Magodo, maybe in Abuja, Just take the picture, get it from internet, okay? And by the time you get it from internet, you put it on ChatGPT, okay? Put it on ChatGPT and say, you know what? What prompt was used to create something like this? What was the prompt that was used to create something like this? Or what prompt can create something like this? You'll be shocked. AI will write the prompt for you. Oh yeah, AI will write the prompt for you. So when you get that prompt, you copy it, you take it to another chat and say, you know what, AI, dump it into the AI again and say, create, recreate, create for me an image of an apartment located in the Asokoro district of Abuja, using this prompt. You'll be shocked. It will create something so nice for you and even give you some of the landmarks within Abuja. Maybe there's a rock, there's a this or that around that area, it will put it there. That is prompting for you. And you don't need an architect to do that, okay? You don't need a graphic designer to do that for you. AI is going to do that for you. So it's reverse engineering. What you see that is wonderful, you take it. It might even be a church flyer, maybe for a program. You take it and say, okay, I like this flyer. It makes sense. You know what? Yeah, ChatGPT, get me the prompt that produced this particular e-flyer. All right. Now use this to create an e-flyer for my church using, the name of my church is Then I've also attached, I've attached the okay, let me go to my GPT to show you. Okay. So you go here, you dump the prompt here, okay? You dump the prompt here, you attach your image, you attach the image, the logo of your church, or maybe the picture of your pastor or whatever, or your mosque, or your sheikh or whatever. You attach it and say, okay, use this prompt that I'm giving you right now. Create something for us. We're having a revival, we're having a program, we're having we're having launch of our whatever. Yeah, do it for me. Create it using this prompt. It's going to create something so massive that will surprise you. I'm telling you, something so massive that will surprise you. All right. So now look at this one. Okay, let me just. it doesn't look like we can finish tonight, but let me just try to do, something small, as in something small. Okay, so let me create something. So now look at this. I'm going to copy this. Okay, copy. All right, I'm coming here. So now you will notice I did something at the beginning of this prompt. I said /imagine prompt. I mean, that's another code, but I won't go too deep into that tonight. So now /imagine prompt, okay? That's something that makes the imaginative power of AI to come up. If you use this, begin your prompt like this, /imagine prompt, colon. Architectural photography of a minimalist glass cabin in a snowy pine forest at twilight. Interior warm, tungsten, lightning, and all of that. That's what you're given, okay? So wanted to create something like that, and I think that's what we also have on that. Yeah, and that's what we have around here, or maybe something similar to this, okay? So let's go back there, and let's let me add a little stuff to it. Let's say the house is located in Asokoro district of Abuja, or you could say located in Texas, and all of that. Asokoro district of Abuja. Yeah, let's just limit it to that, okay, because of time. So I'm going to click this. So let's see what it's going to give to us. And because I'm giving this prompt, it's going to create something. But if it creates something and I want to add something more, I can definitely do that. I can say, oh, you know what? I want you to have children playing around. When you want to sell real estate stuff now, all those things they do now. Children playing around, there's a lawn tennis, just trying to show the facilities, that are available in that real estate. So if you buy in our estate, you can be sure you have lawn tennis, you have a playground for your children, So whatever it creates for me now, I can actually say, you know what, just add children playing around with a bicycle, trees everywhere, and all of that. So let's wait for it. While we're waiting for it, let me continue because of our time. We're going to come back to you. Don't worry. We're going to come back to you. Just give it 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So, that's another methodology. You do reverse engineering. If you see anything beautiful anywhere, you bring it to, ChatGPT and say, you know what, give me the prompt that produced this. Okay. Then you now use that same prompt to do the one you want to do, for yourself. Okay. That's what you do. Okay. So let's wait for that one, and then it's going to give us something. So it's layer by layer. The foundation, the core, the scaffolding, the blueprint, all of those things, your tasks and instruction. You must give the AI a task, an instruction, the what and why. You break it down. Okay, the context, the role. You give it examples, references, maybe previous work and all of that. If you want to write a cover letter now, you attach your CV. You say, oh, based on my CV, write a very sweet cover letter for me. This is the job I'm applying for. I've also okay, I think my network went bad. Sorry, let me share my screen again. Sorry about that. I want to believe you can still hear me. Good. So you give it relevant examples. Okay, you say, oh, based on this job, this JD that I attached, based on the CV that I attached, write, a very wonderful, persuasive, compelling cover letter for me. So it's going to look at the JD. It's going to look at your CV also, and those are examples and references. Then specification, the cost rates. Okay, you also stated also there, and you'll be able to get something really, really good. Okay. So the context, the objective, the rules, the expected format. Okay. That's what you should do. Okay. So let's look at more examples. For context. So sorry, everyone. Yeah, it is the network that is messing up. So sorry. Yeah, so sorry. So I am okay. I want to believe you can see my screen now. Thank you so much for waiting. So let me just continue. Okay, so let me go back here. All right. So okay, good. So now I'm launching a B2B SaaS product. Okay. And my goal is to generate 10 high quality leads this week. Now you're applying it to your business. So, and that's why I said you can apply AI to anything, anything. Okay. So don't dull yourself. Okay. Make use of it. And sometimes, in fact, yes, there's a paid version of AI of these platforms, but even the free one, you can use it to create a lot if you know how to prompt well. You don't need to do subscription. No, I'm telling you, if you know how to prompt well. Okay. All right. So it says generate 10 quality leads this week. All right. So you are talking to AI as your business consultant now. All right. So the rule: force the AI to adopt an expert lens to filter out irrelevant data. Okay. So you say act as a chief marketing officer with 20 years of experience in B2B software. Can you imagine that? 20 years of experience is a lot. So you are making AI to act as a somebody, chief marketing officer, with 20 years of experience. Even if you don't have that kind of experience, you can gain from the experience that AI has, so to say, and be able to deliver something sweet. I'm telling you, something so sweet that can give you 10 quality leads per week. Okay. So that is the way to do it. All right. So if you own a business here, you better start using AI to do consultation for your business. Aha. Yes, I'm a business consultant myself. Okay. But the truth of the matter is that now that we have AI, except if you have the money. Okay, there's some things that AI can actually do for you. Well, that's not to say that you don't need human being business consultant to you need us. But then, there's some you can actually do by yourself by just tapping into AI. Okay, so the ones that AI may not be able to do that really requires a human being, you can then say, okay, let me hire a business consultant to do it for me and all of that. Okay, so that's what it is. All right. So let's move on. Okay. So your action, okay, really matters. The action you want AI to deliver for you. So write 10 awesome novel tweets for my client. You must be specific. Okay, you have to be specific. What is the format? Take the consumption. Never let the AI choose how to present the data. Output this data as a structured 3-column spreadsheet. Yeah, that's the way you want it to bring it for you. Okay, because if you don't do that, AI can bring it for you in any way because you did not specify. Let's look at another example. Role: you are a senior product marketing manager at Apple. You just unveil the Apple, car. So you are like making AI to be the senior product marketing manager at Apple. We all know that AI is not working in Apple, but you are making it to reason along that line. Okay, maybe you are the senior product marketing manager at Apple, and you want AI to help in your job. So you make AI look like, to assume your role. You just unveil the Apple car in collaboration with Tesla. That is the contest now with Tesla. You received 12,000 pre-orders, 2,000 over target. Write an email to CEO Tim Cook. The CEO of Apple is Tim Cook. Okay, write an email to the CEO sharing this positive news. 200% over target. That is, maybe you were expecting 6,000 pre-orders. Now you have 12,000. That's like 200%. Okay. Now, all right. Okay. So write an email. That's the instruction. Include a TLDR. What is a TLDR? Too long, do not read. Okay. Too long, do not read. Now, too long, do not read simply means a summary of the email is usually at the top. All right. Because for CEOs, they have a lot they're doing. So if your email is too long, they won't read it. So what people do, okay, professionals do is that if you send an email to a CEO, make sure you have a TLDR at the top. That will be the summary of the whole email. It's probably about 2, 3, 4 lines maximum. So if at all Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, is so busy and he can't read every other thing, he can just read the TLDR. All right, 2, 3 lines, and then you already understand what you're talking about. Okay, include the TLDR, project background, and business results section. So if he has time, then he can go through all of this. Use clear, concise language. Write in a confident yet friendly tone. Don't forget you are writing to your CEO. Confident yet friendly tone. Do not use corporate jargon. Yeah, me. Okay. Match the direct, energetic tone of this attached example email. So you're attaching, you're attaching an email, format, so to say, that has an energetic tone, okay, to give context to what the AI is supposed to do. So you have the role. Now, we talked about the 3 steps. We have talked about the 4 steps. Now we are talking about 6 steps now. Role, context, instruction, format, constraint, examples. 6 levels now. So it depends on the one you want to use. You can use the 3 steps, you can use the 4 steps, you can use the 6 steps. Okay. Don't worry, we're going to get to 8 steps. So it depends on what you give it. That's what you're going to get. Okay. All right. Let me move to another example. All right. So look at this one. You want to write your resume. All right. So you will say, act as an IT recruiter. The context. I have 10 years of experience. Rewrite my summary to highlight leadership. Okay. Bullets with action verbs. That's the format. All right. Another one could be act as a SaaS marketer, driving signups. Task. Write 10 novel tweets. Okay, because you're on Twitter, you want to, or X, you want to get sales from there. So you want signups. Okay, so you now say the format should be CSV table with hook and body columns. That's the format you want. That is going to give you all of those tweets in an Excel sheet, so that you just copy, you go and paste on your X handle. That's it. Okay, so you have every tweet on each in each role or whatever, okay, in your Excel sheet. Now, you can use it for design. Okay, we have talked about HR, we've talked about marketing. Let's look at design. Generate a flat vendor infographic for a fintech newsletter, emphasizing growth metrics using a blue-gray palette. That is, you are telling it the color that you use for your newsletter. Okay, so these are practical examples. So, of course, this is still also under the 4 steps. The context, who are you, what is the situation, the task, what exactly needs to be done, constraint, what rules must it follow, the tone, the format, the length. You don't want it to be a storybook, so you can say 200 words. Format, show, don't just tell. Okay, the output, the structure, do you want it in Excel, do you want it, have to tell everything. Prompt is not searching, it's programming in plain language. Okay, before we move on, let's look at what we were trying to do on ChatGPT. It should have been done way back. Okay, I think there was a network error. So let me Control R. Let me refresh it. So it says here is a rendered concept, a minimalist glass. So let's just wait for it. I think the network that went bad the other time affected it. So let's wait for it. It should be back. Okay, so coming up gradually. Just wait for it. The network is really bad, I tell you. Okay, let's maximize time. I'm going to come back to it. Don't worry, I'm going to come back to it. So let's take some more examples. So here you say act as a senior data analyst. So as a data analyst, you can use AI for data analysis. Okay, act as a senior data analyst. Now, as a senior data analyst, that means you analyze better. So you want AI to analyze the whatever a lot better, because you want AI to be a senior analyst. Okay, analyze the Q3 sales data set to identify the top 3 underperforming regions. Now that's the objective. Use a highly professional data-driven tone and do not include any hypothetical data. That's your rule. You must give it a rule. Output the findings in a 3-column markdown table. You have given it the format that you want, okay, which is very, very necessary. All right. So let's look at the healthcare now. I also use prompting in healthcare. So for example, tell the AI act as an ER triad nurse, reviewing patient monitoring data. Summarize the following vital signs logs for the last 12 hours. So you attach the document, okay? Flag any anomalies indicating respiratory distress immediately. So in that record, AI will look at it and say, oh, okay, based on the standards, oh, this person is having respiratory distress. Please quickly attend to it, because there may be many. Probably you are looking at the data of 500 patients. Using your eyes, you might not be able to do a good job until if you want to spend, except if you want to spend 1 or 2 hours on it. But here I can look at it for you and say, okay, you know what? These are the vital signs. These are the standards. Okay, if it's above 60, blah, 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 then the person has a problem. So it will identify for you the people that have respiratory distress, and you know that they are supposed to be attended to as quickly as possible. Present as a bulleted list prioritized by severity. That is, now if the standard is, the normal range is 60, anybody above 60, it has to be attended to, right? So imagine if somebody is 70, somebody is 80. Now, this particular prompt is saying, you know what? Give me the list of those that have respiratory distress based on the analysis, and make sure you prioritize. The person with 80 should be number 1. The person with 75 can be number 2. The person with 72 can be number 3. The person with 65 can be number 4. So that I will know the patient that we need to attend to right now. And here I will do it for you. We'll do it for you. So you can use it as a nurse, okay, to be able to look at some of the things some of the things you want to do as a nurse, okay? All right. I think I would want to, okay, let me just quickly check before we wrap up. Let me quickly check what we have at ChatGPT's end before we close down. Just a moment. Let's see. Okay, it's coming up. So look out for it. So it says, do you like the surrounding to reflect Asokoro's rocky hills and savanna vegetation? Can you imagine that? Instead of a snowy in forest. Okay. I think that's necessary because it's Asokoro now. Yeah. So let me tell it, yes, please. Yes. Go ahead. All right. Don't mind my typing up. Yes. Go ahead. Also include children playing around the house. Some their bicycles and some with their toys. Okay. Right, let's go do that. So it's going to give us, an edited version. All right. While that is going on, so let's begin to wrap up. We still have a lot to do. We can always continue tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow. Like I mentioned, prompt engineering is a course on its own, and I'm doing this for you. I hope that you would appreciate it and you'll be able to maximize it and use it. So the essence of all of this is that you just have to be able to do these things and use it for yourself. Don't be stranded. You're a smart person. With AI, you should be so smart that people were asking you, how did you do it? How did you quickly do that thing? Within just whatever. Of course, if you feel like telling them, you can tell them. But if you don't feel like telling them your secret, don't bother. Okay, since they pay you for it, so just mellow and begin to continue to collect their money. All right, so this is what we have. Let me click it so that you can see how it looks. Okay, good. Look at the house. Some playing a bicycle, and look at the rocky whatever of the town. Okay, look at some playing with their toys, and even in fact we see even have some rocks here and and all of that. So of course I can download this. I can click here to download, right? Yeah, and then I'll have it on my laptop, and then I can use it for any whatever that I want to do. And there you go. There you go. Look at it. Look at it. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. You can create virtually anything. I'm telling you. You can create virtually anything. Okay, all right. So let's stop it there for today. Tomorrow we can always continue. But let me hear from, let's say, about 3 people. How was this experience for you? How was the class for you? Did you learn anything at all? Okay, give me your feedback. Give me your feedback. You can unmute yourself, and then you can talk. Yes, Korede is raising his hand. Mr. Korede, please go ahead. And unmute yourself and just talk. Can you
Good
hear
evening,
me?
sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. How are you?
Please, I joined this meeting very late. Can we have
You
the
just did what?
recorded version, please, sent to the... I joined lately. I just joined some few
Okay, you
minutes
just
ago.
joined. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, no problem. I mean, we'll still be here tomorrow, so you have no problem, right?
Uh, okay.
Right. And I think I saw, yeah, a message here from Mr. Ayenia Yodele. This class is super explosive, man. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Mr. Kyle Akintade says, this is really an eye-opening for me. God bless you, sir. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, who again is ready to talk to us? You can unmute yourself. What did you learn today? Did you learn anything at all? What did you learn? That's what I do to my students, by the
Hello?
way. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Yeah, good
ahead.
evening. Good evening,
Hello,
sir. My
Mr.
name is
Manuel.
Yeah. Okay. I think.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Manuel. So sorry,
Yes.
I'm still on transit, and
Oh. Okay.
it's yeah. I must say that's why I'm running out of battery. That's why I'm actually requesting if we could have another class by tomorrow.
Yeah. Sure.
But I really want to appreciate, even though I've been on the road, it's been an amazing time. Learning most of the things I thought I knew, but I've come to realize that I actually didn't know about 80% of what I've learned here this evening. So I really want to appreciate you for this. And coming to terms with the fact that it's not even a paid session, makes it something that is even more appealing. And I really want to appreciate you for your time. Thank you so much, sir. I'll
Thank.
most definitely be available for tomorrow's session. God
Thank you
bless you,
so.
sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Spencer, for that feedback. And it's good to know that you gained a lot, and good to hear your voice again. All right. Thank you so much. So yes, we'll be back here tomorrow by God's grace. So please don't miss it. AI is big. You can create a career out of it. Please, I beg you, don't snooze on this. Just make sure you are not left behind. The world is changing, whether you like it or not, and nobody's going to wait for you. I tell you, nobody's going to wait for you. Mr. Korede, yeah, says thank you so much. Thank you so much too. Mr. Aisu says, I learned so much. Thank you too so much. Good to know you learned so much. Okay, Mr. Olotu says,
Yeah,
I'm unable
good
to unmute here. Thanks for the insight. Prompt is clear communication to air. Exactly, sir. Thank you so much. Madam Elizabeth says, thank you, sir, for the class. I have learned a lot. Thank you too, ma. Good to see you. Thank you, sir. This class was well planned and helpful. Also going to change my eye commanding. Yes, thank you so much, Madam Mary. Madam Awesome. What are he saying? Thank you for this super lesson. I hope we can have the video. Thank you so much too. Mr. Zilaman say thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you too. Okay. Okay. I think somebody just sent one message again. It's an amazing moment. Thanks. Okay, Mr. Marek. You know, okay. Sorry if that's not your name, but Marek is what I can see here. All right, good. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, Mr. Pascal, yeah, you're raising your hand. Please go ahead. Somebody was trying to.
Thank you. Good evening. Confirm you can hear me, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. Very clear, yes.
Hello? Okay, good evening once again, and thank you. You know, it's always amazing hanging around you, and I wasn't the. Yeah, I must say the section was quite educative, and you know, I've been made to understand today that you know there are times while I'm walking around the AI environment, I'm like this thing it's not giving me what I want, but today you've opened my eye to understand that it's actually me not giving the right prompt, but it has been you know programmed to respond to garbage in and garbage out. So going forward, if I don't get the right answers, I will know I'm the fault, not AI. You know, and another the structure of what you're prompting matters a lot. I have understood today. And my question will be, you know, I would like you to throw more light on areas within the restriction, the confines of AI. For instance, you search something and they'll tell you that this is not within my jurisdiction. I mean, even if that's not the word, but that's the summary of what they are saying. Is there a limit to what they can do, especially when it comes to duplicating some sensitive documents, so to say?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Pascal, for the question and for the feedback. Thank you so much for those kind words. It's good to hear from you again. So yes, of course there will be restrictions, okay, and restriction because you know it's a platform, so every platform would have their own rules. Now, in fact, AI would tell you don't give. For example, ChatGPT will say don't upload sensitive information, sensitive materials. All right. So anything you want to bring in, make sure it's not something. Okay. For example, somebody. I don't expect anybody to do that. To bring the nude picture of somebody into AI. There's no point doing that. Okay. So whatever that is too sensitive, you don't have to bring it to AI. Okay. But if you walk around the boundary of what AI can collect from you, you can be sure AI will go ahead and do it for you. But if you probably step out, of course, AI will also tell you that, oh, no, we don't allow this one. This one is, you are going too far. You are not supposed to do this, and all of that. So, but then any normal thing, except if one is going out of whatever, any normal thing that you can do, ChatGPT, Claude, and all of those guys would do it for you, except if you now go out of boundary, which will be against their own rules. Okay, but it doesn't really happen all of the time. If you follow the normal rules, that we've been talking about, you won't find any brick wall. But then, if at all, now you can even ask it. Okay, if it tells you, oh, blah 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 blah, then you can ask it, ask the ChatGPT question. That's okay. So what do you allow? What can you do? What do you think I should remove? So don't forget, you are collaborating your own wisdom and its own wisdom. Okay, human intelligence and AI intelligence coming together. So you can probe it. You can say, oh, okay. So if you say this is not like this, so what do you want? Okay, what do you want me to remove and all of that, and it would guide you. I hope that helps, sir. Mr. Pascal, that helps. All right, good. So thank you so much too. Madam Janet Alabi says, thank you, sir. Thank you too, ma. All All right, let me read a few messages as we close for today. Tomorrow, please put it in mind. We're going to start by 7:30. I would appreciate if everybody can be here at that time so that we kickstart almost immediately. I would really appreciate that. All right. Tell your friends to also come. You know, you don't want to enjoy this alone. Thank you so much, everyone. So, Mr. Michael Jackson said, just joining. Thanks for the awesome opportunity. More grace, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Mr. Bayomi says, you are doing wonderfully well. Thank you for sharing knowledge with us. Thank you so much, sir. Good to have you. And this person, your name is not here, but he has number 774-2583-5060. Good evening. I just joined a bit late too. I didn't get a good grasp of what was said, but hopefully I will be full-time tomorrow. Yes, please join tomorrow. You can be sure you get everything. It is another fantastic experience, Mr. Inem. Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Augustine, it's been a wonderful experience. We leverage this for my prompting for. Thank you so much for that. Madam Oyinda Mola, thank you, sir. Now I know how to start using prompts now. Good. Thank you so much. Mr. Emmanuel Arume, good evening, sir. Good evening to you too, sir. Mr. Israel, thank you, sir. Thank you too, sir. Mr. Emmanuel says, I couldn't get anything from my hand here. The network is bad. No problem. So tomorrow, by God's grace, we'll be able to have even better time together. You can be sure about that. So I want to appreciate all of you for coming around today. We're going to meet again tomorrow, 7:30. Please put it in mind. 7:30 will be here. Make sure you come in time so that we can move fast. Thank you so much. God bless you. And okay, I think one message came in. Let me see if it's a question. All right. I don't know. Okay, maybe Mr. Uti or Madam Uti. I don't know. But then Uti, okay, Madam Uti, Mr. Uti. Okay, thank you, sir, for this great and educative session, sir. Though I joined late, God bless you, sir. Please, can we have the recorded session here tomorrow by God's grace? By tomorrow, Dr. Monica here. Okay, yes, ma. Thank you for the session. It's always very informative. You're most welcome, ma. Thanks immensely, sir. Madam, awesome. Okay, no problem. All right, so we will see tomorrow by God's grace. So let's not extend it too long. I know you want to rest. Okay, I know you want to go back to Madam and you want to go back to daddy, and for those who are single, you want to do one or two things before you retire for the day. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you again tomorrow. I'm going to dispatch you with this song again. We started with that song and we're going to end with that song. This year is your year, okay? So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.